Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the Disney Dining Show. Doing something a little different this week. A lot of you have been saying that you wanted more reviews of the quick service location. So Charles and Steve kind of picked up the mantle with that and have done two vlogs. One at Casey's in the Magic Kingdom and one at Morimoto Asia, the quick service location at Morimoto Asia in Disney Springs. And we're going to present both of those to you now. So here are their quick service reviews of those two restaurants. Enjoy.
Hey everyone, Steve Porter here and Charles Boda. We are at Casey's Corner in the Magic Kingdom. We haven't done a dining review of Casey's in a really long time. I think the last time was like for the 45th anniversary or something. So we are back. I think this place is so crowded and crazy that I'm thinking we mobile order because the inside of this place can get so jam-packed.
Yeah, I love Casey's, and it's a place we talk about a lot. Everybody, I think, all Disney enthusiasts talk about it a lot. But the thing is, we bypass it all the time because it is so packed.
Yeah.
We just had the Move It, Shake It parade get out right there, and it's like everybody immediately just beeline straight to Casey's.
Yeah.
One of the awesome things about mobile order now, though, is that you can eat at those places you really don't want to wait in, because Casey's is cramped and tiny.
Yeah.
So it's the last place I actually want to wait, but once you get outside, there's plenty of space.
Yeah. Well, and it's not always the easiest place to find a table here either. So finding a table and then just kind of sitting there while you mobile order. I mean, if it's super crowded sometimes, and I notice a family's looking for a table, I'll then give up that table. But I mean, sometimes I do. But yeah, you can kind of get all situated, get your mobile order, and you don't have to worry about anything inside. So you ready to get going?
Yes, I'm looking forward to a hot dog.
I didn't have breakfast, so I'm starving. All right. So we just finished up our meal at Casey's Corner. I had the chili cheese dog with fries and cheese sauce and a Coke, and it was $18.64. The fries were like a seasonal fry, so it was an additional $2. And we can get into what we think on those seasonal fries in a bit. But what did you get, Charles?
Okay, so I got the cheesy all-beef foot-long hot diggity dog, and I also got the seasonal french fries, knowing that I probably wouldn't need them because I got the foot-long dog, but I got them anyway, a regular coffee, and that ran me 29 cents under $20, 1971. So pretty much $20 for both of our deals.
So what'd you think of this? What did you think of the seasonal fries? Did you try them?
Okay, the seasonal fries were almost the exact. What was on those? Almost the exact same that was on my hot dog. So I had the same, and I'm gonna be honest, pretty like gross like idea. So it was like gravy and Cheetos, right?
And
on both. And
if your Cheetos were anything like mine, that were on my fries, they were very stale.
Yeah, it's like those Cheetos were specifically made to be like not snack Cheetos in a bag. Like they were the worst version of a Cheeto. And the thing about it is, like, if you like the idea of Cheetos on stuff, like it's a very Taco Bell mentality of just take a snack food
and throw it on
something. So if you like that, you might legitimately like this. But also remember that it's a crowded lunchtime at noon. It gets pretty hot. So while that Cheeto and gravy idea may seem good at the time, like, I'm going to be sweating pretty gross sweats everywhere I go from here on out.
Yeah, I can see that. I had the chili cheese dog, and it was good. I didn't get the foot long. I just got the regular size because I was hungry, but not crazy hungry. And it was good. The flavor of it I enjoyed. The only thing is the chili was such a liquidy chili that it really made the bun into kind of like a mush.
Yeah.
And some people kind of like that. I'm not one of those people, so it wasn't my favorite like texture to be eating kind of like a mush sandwich.
Yeah.
But the flavor was good. So, I mean, it was okay. It wasn't like the most vile thing ever, but it wasn't the best hot dog I've ever had.
I had that problem too, because there's gravy underneath those Cheetos, and then I also got a side of cheese sauce. I don't know if you ordered that extra, but it was $1 to get like a side of cheese sauce, and I put that on there. But it was mainly the gravy underneath the Cheetos and with the shredded cheese there made
Yeah, your bun was like falling apart.
Halfway through, I like took out the fork and I just like scooted the bun to the side, and then I just ate the hot dog by itself.
Yeah.
Which is fine if you're like trying to cut carbs or anything like that. I guess that helps give you that extra push you need. But if you're actually looking for a bun to go with your hot dog, it gets like really messy. I think we went through like 20 napkins.
Yeah, we had to go back up for napkins. Yeah. I mean, I like Casey's. I think there needs to, I wish there was a little bit more indoor seating, and even though the views of being out like in the hub are kind of like iconic, of you got the castle behind you.
You get ducks.
Yeah, you do get ducks. I mean.
Is that not a selling point? Are ducks not a selling point?
I don't think. I know you love ducks, but I am not a big fan of having birds begging for food. Not my thing. But yeah, I think that it's in a great location. It's decent food. It is just hot dogs though, so I wish there was a little bit more variety to the menu. Like I wish, I expect this to be a hot dog place, but I wish for, the one person in the family that doesn't love hot dogs, there was like maybe one other type, maybe 2 or 3.
A burger?
A burger and maybe a chicken sandwich or something. But maybe that's just asking too much and those people should just go to different locations. But I can just imagine like a family that everyone but one person wants a hot dog, so that one person kind of just caves and gets the hot dog.
Yeah, and that person is wrong. And every member of the family has somebody who's just wrong all the time. People who don't like hot dogs, it's fine.
I love hot dogs.
Yeah, I mean, be supportive of them, but it's don't.
Now here's the real question. I love hot dogs, but how do you think Casey's hot dogs compares to like good hot dogs? Like, do you think Casey's hot dogs are good hot dogs, or do you think that they're just average?
Well, honestly, for being in a park and for like price per value thing, I know they are expensive, but a lot of that was the extra stuff. Mm-hmm. Here's my favorite thing to do at Casey's. Generally not come during lunch like we did, but it's just get a regular hot dog, get a foot long. It's not nearly as expensive. It cuts out a lot of that with the extra add-ons. It's still like $12 or something, but it will fill you up. It's not going to be completely gross. It's just a regular hot dog. And the quality, it's not... I mean, I can be a hot dog snob, but I'll also eat a 7-Eleven hot dog. There's a wide, beautiful variation of hot dogs on this planet. They can all be enjoyed. So it's basically, is Casey's worth that money? And I think in theme park prices, the hot dog itself is. I don't think any of the extra crap they put on.
I'm going to disagree. And I'm going to be on the other side of the fence and say, for me, for almost $20, there's a lot of other places in the Magic Kingdom. And the Magic Kingdom isn't chock full of great food options, but I think that there are a couple like Columbia Harbor House, Pecos Bills. There are a handful of other choices that I'd rather spend my $20 on, but that's just me.
Yeah, but I don't. Once again, I don't think this is a place you should take necessarily your entire family to fill them up, because you're going to waste a lot of money on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But I think that myself personally, walking around, I'm willing to spend $12 on a hot dog.
Okay.
Just the hot dog, not the fries, not the extra stuff that they put on it. Just go get a foot-long hot dog, be pretty decently full for $12, $13, and then walk around.
All right.
But yeah, taking an entire family here, seating alone, if you're trying to come here at lunch, it's always crowded.
Yeah.
I usually like to go at night when there's something going on at the castle.
Yeah.
So you can everybody's over in that way. But yeah, during the day, trying to take your whole brood around here.
Yeah.
It's one of those places where you have people scouting tables for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's tough to get a table sometimes. But anyways, I think that's going to do it. I mean, it was a good meal, not a great meal for me, but overall, what do you say? How would you summarize it?
I'm pretty mediocre. I'm not happy with my decisions, but I'm also not giving up on Casey's.
Okay, fair enough. All right, well, if you like this video, like and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions for what we should get in the future at Casey's, leave them down in the comments. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hello, everyone. Steve Porter here with Charles Boda. We just got to Disney Springs. Starting to get a little hungry. It's lunchtime. What are we checking out?
Well, we're going to check out the quick service over at Morimoto Asia. And because of forced perspective, I look like a hobbit next to Steve, and it's kind of awesome.
My head looks as big as Rhino's, but Anyways.
But I've been past here quite a few times, but I've never had a chance to stop in and try it. And I'm really, really looking forward to getting some kind of ramen.
Yeah.
It's hot though, but I don't care because I love ramen. I love like well-made ramen, and hopefully they have some pretty decent offerings. I've heard good things about the place, and Morimoto's table service is absolutely phenomenal. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping that extends to their quick service.
All right, well, let's go see. So we just finished up lunch at Morimoto Street Food. What do you think?
I mostly pros. I only have a couple very small cons to it. First of all, I think it's worth the price, but it is, it's like $15 just for the ramen alone. I didn't get any drinks. Think about it, if you're getting food and drinks, you're costing somewhere between probably 15 and 20 bucks. But I am full, but not gross full. So even though it's a hot day and I just ate hot ramen, I'm actually pretty comfortable. What I got was the spicy kimchi ramen, and it tasted very good.
How spicy?
It's not really, there's barely any flavor left on my tongue. So it's spicy in the way that like it's got some flavor, but it's not, I wouldn't even describe it as a kick, maybe a nudge.
Okay.
So just a little foot tap. Not a full kick, but so if you're worried about spicy food, don't worry about this. You'll probably be fine, unless you've got like a serious medical allergy to spicy food. But the problems that I had, right, were one, it advertises a marinated soy egg, which I love in my ramen and is completely cool. Usually you get about a half an egg yolk just sitting on top. I found like one small sliver. If it hadn't been brought up, I probably wouldn't have been looking forward to it and it wouldn't have bothered me. But since it's on the menu, it just seemed like don't advertise it if you're not really going to give me any.
Right.
And the...
Well, and also, how expensive could a full egg have been? Like, eggs are super cheap. Like,
yeah, it's a hard-boiled egg that you let sit in a bag of soy for a long time, pretty much. So it's not the biggest deal. And then the other thing is that they don't have salt. So if it's a little bland, like mine felt, and it's the spicy, and I still found it bland, you can't get salt. You have to get soy sauce, and soy sauce doesn't just salt the food, but it slightly alters the flavor. So it was still good, but I just wish they had a regular salt and pepper option.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I had the ginger sesame ramen. It was a little bland. Mine was bland as well, so I put in the soy sauce. I was pleased with the portion size. I thought, if you are really trying to do this on a budget, a couple could split this, and like maybe you might need to get a snack later on. But it wasn't just a small little bowl for quick service. It was fairly sizable. So in fact, I didn't finish all the broth and stuff at the bottom just because, as for one person, I would have been too hungry or too full. But yeah, I thought it was good. I think the price is pretty good for Disney pricing. Mine was $12.78. I didn't get a drink or anything, so it could have gone up a little bit, but I felt like it was affordable.
There is that bonus to ramen though, where if unless you're thirsty and you want a water, if you're having something brothy, you don't always want a beverage with it. So this is not the worst if don't feel obligated to order a drink just because you're getting a meal, because along with the broth you're not going to dehydrate anytime.
True.
So.
What do you think of like just the location, the outdoor setting of it? I think it's good. I think for being that it's in Central Florida, it's shaded. They have the fans.
It doesn't seem like it's never seemed when I've been here that it gets too crowded. So they don't have a ton of seating, but you can almost always find seating. It's nice and shaded. The service is quick. There's a very fast turnaround time. And one of the things that I do like is, whichever way you would like to eat this meal, they have those options. So you can use a fork. They also have the Asian soup spoon kind of deal where it's like the best version of the spoon, where it's the spoon the entire way down the handle. And they also have chopsticks.
Yep.
So if you want to eat with chopsticks or you want to eat with a fork, either way, they've got those here. So
worth mentioning, we had the two ramen options, but there are, it's not like they just serve ramen. They also have ribs. And I think right now they have a special with bao buns,
They have a few small bites and appetizer things. They've got California rolls and I think shrimp tempura rolls. So, I mean, conceivably what you could do is under $20 or around $20, you could get a ramen and then get a small bite and then split the two of those too as an option.
Yeah, or I could see even as a family of 4 or so that, get a couple things and just kind of all split it, tapas style. But yeah, I mean, overall, I think it's a good, location at Disney Springs. I think it's pretty good. It's a pretty good way to try something like, if you're curious about trying Morimoto, but you're not really sure if you want to invest, the full meal, time and expense, you can kind of test it out here. And then if you really enjoy it, then say, all right, next time, let's do the real deal, the full thing. So,
yeah.
But, all right, well, anyways, I think that'll wrap it up. We both thought it was pretty good. Thanks for watching. Like this video if you like the video. Comment down below. And thanks for watching.
And there you have it, their take on Casey's and Morimoto Asia. And that will do it for this week's episode of the Disney Dining Show. We hope you enjoyed that. We'll be back with you again next week with another episode. Have a great week, everyone.